welcome back to Gains with Bains. This channel is primarily going to be talking about stock market investing, stocks, plays, and just any news in the stock market. So as I mentioned in my last videos, I'm going to try to keep the highest level of transparency as possible, and that starts with me showing you guys what I personally own in my portfolio, my gains, my losses, etc. So today we're going to show you some of my Wealthsimple holdings. So let's get right into that. So here is my TFSA with Wealthsimple, and like I said, Wealthsimple is awesome because it's commission free when trading Canadian stocks. So I have all of my Canadian holdings in Wealthsimple. So I started this TFSA back in May 1st, looks like May 2nd, right around there. And since then, the TFSA has grown nicely. It's up around 32% in the past year. I think it's just under a year because I actually haven't had this year for a year yet. But regardless, it's up around $6,000, which is awesome. And with my TFSA in Wealthsimple, I primarily have it for dividend plays and just for my safer holdings. These are my holdings that I plan on holding for a very, very long period of time. And if they're not doing much, that's okay. So I'm not like this is awesome, I'm at 32%, but this isn't my portfolio that I wanted to grow massively. This is kind of my safer portfolio. I mean, I would love for it to keep growing at this rate, but it might not, but that's okay. Because once again, since I said, this is my safer portfolio, and I do have other portfolios that I have for a higher growth rate, or set up for a higher growth rate. So that being said, let's get right into it. My first holding in this one is AVX. What is AVX? So Barrick's Gold is based in Toronto. It's one of the world's largest gold producers, operating mines in North America, South America, Australia, and Africa. So in 2019, they produced 5.5 million ounces of gold and more than 430 million pounds of copper. So we got some gold exposure and some copper exposure. That's awesome. So Barrick's Gold has 5 million ounces and 30 million of proven. So they've got lots of copper and gold reserves. So they're gonna be mining gold and copper for a very, very long time, which is awesome to see. So I want to point something out. So as you can see on my Wealthsimple account, it says that gold, Barrick's Gold, is priced at $29.86 Canadian. So when we go over to the New York Stock Exchange, you can see that it's valued at $23.41. It's actually the exact same thing. It's just that this is in USD. So instead of me paying $4.95 on Questrade to buy this in American on the New York Stock Exchange, I just buy it on Wealthsimple under the Canadian ticker on the TSX. So I save myself $5 US every single time I buy or sell. Just want to make that clear. And all the articles I'm going to show you upcoming are all based off the New York Stock Exchange price. So just remember that everything I show you from this point on is based off the $23.41. So let's get into what are people saying about Barrick's Gold. And when I say people, I'm talking about big investors, big investing companies, just analysts, and just people who know a lot more about the stock market than I do. So Raymond James has a price target of $36 on Barrick's Gold, which is around, I think, a 35% upside from its current price. Because remember, we're using the US price, not the Canadian price. Now that being said, why are they so bullish on it? So they also issued estimates for Barrick Gold's Q1 earnings of 32 cents EPS. EPS is earnings per share. And then a Q4 2021 earnings of 44 cents earnings per share. So as you can see, the earnings per share is rising, which is awesome to see. A bunch of other investors and a bunch of other investment firms also did do an analytical breakdown of the stock, and we've got a bunch of price targets. So as we can see here, which one was this? This was Robert W. Braid they raised their shares of Barrick's Gold from equal weight rating to an overweight rating. So they did actually bring it down from $35 to $28 per share. And that's okay. A lot of people are gonna go up and down, whatever it is, nothing to really worry about, but it still has a decent amount of upside from the current price of $23. So, and let's look at some other analysts. They raised their price from, so Barclays, which is a massive investment firm again, raised their price target from $27 to $28, another good sign. Zach Investment Research also raised their Barrick's Gold from a sell rating to a hold rating. They still have a $26 price target. And then overall, it has an average price target of $30.37. So that's an awesome sign to see that we've got a decent amount of upside from where we're currently at.
Hey guys, just wanted to clarify something. When a financial institution moves their equal weight rating to an overweight rating, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Financial institutions have certain percentages of their portfolios dedicated to each stock and sector. If a certain stock does well and it starts to take up more of their portfolio, they must adjust according to their guidelines. As we can see in the 1-year chart, ABX was flirting with $41 during the whole global situation. Also, when financial institutions raise their sell rating to a hold rating, that's also a positive, as they no longer think that it's an overvalued stock or an overvalued evaluation of the company.
So why are all of these professional analysts so bullish on this company? Is it the company itself, or is it the price of gold? So I think it's a mixture of both. So this company is a massive corporation, and are they gonna go anywhere anytime soon? I don't think so. With that being said, is the price of gold gonna rise in the next 5 to 10 years? Personally, I do think so. As the Fed keeps printing stacks and stacks of money, the price of money is gonna go down. So the value of money is gonna decrease, therefore the price of gold and precious metals will increase. As the price of gold increases, when you've got a company that produces gold, their revenue increases. Therefore, their earnings per share will increase. Therefore, the company is being more profitable, and therefore the stock will also increase. And once again, remember, this is all just my opinion. None of this is financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. That being said, I am currently going to be continuing to increase my position in Barrick's Gold. Like I said, it's an amazing hedge against the stock market, and it's an amazing hedge against cash. This is one of my holdings with Wealthsimple. As I've preached before, make sure you do your own research before you invest into any company. I'll continue with a series of these videos, letting you guys know exactly what I hold in each and every one of my portfolios and each and every stock I hold in my portfolio. So one thing I forgot to mention was that in Barrick's Gold, I'm currently down around 5.41%. And I've held this stock for a while. I've had it since May 27th. So I've had it for a while and I'm down 5%. Am I concerned? No. Because if I deemed it to be a good buy at $32.58, that just means it's even a better buy at $29.81. So that's why we want to get into investing into really, really good companies. Because if they do dip, we want that to be a good sign, because now we can buy that same company that was a good deal. It has now become an amazing deal. Now, with all of that aside, thank you very much for tuning in. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please comment below. If you guys want me to address a certain topic or a certain stock, also let me know down below. Now let's get ready. It's gonna be an amazing year, like I've said before, and let's get ready to eat.